So let's take a look at how we might use some of these string functions. And I'm actually using one of the Try It demo areas at w3schools.com. And I like going there because it gives you access to an online editor rather than having to launch localhost. So here I have my string, hello world. And now I'm using the string length function, which will give me the length of the string. I'm storing it in this variable, and I'm echoing this variable. And you can see it gives me a value of 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because we have an exclamation point. If I add some white space in front of my hello and after my world, and I run it, notice now I have 17 characters because I have those white space characters. Now if I use the trim function to trim those characters, now I use string length. Notice I'm wrapping that function around the inner expression. I'm using the same variable length. I'm echoing that variable. And when I run it, you can see I have 12. So we can test that it did indeed trim those extra characters. Now let's look at the substring function, substr. Notice I have changed my string a little bit. It is now all lowercase. And here I have the substring method, and I am using all three parameters. The first required parameter is the string that I am searching in, which is right here, hello world. The second required parameter is my starting position. I'm going to start at position 0, because in most programming languages, counting starts at 0. And I only want to extract one character. I will extract the first character. So that is a 1. And if I were to echo that variable and run it, you see that I now have the H. Now if I wanted to uppercase that H, I can wrap my string to upper function around this existing expression. And the value returned by this expression was lowercase h. Now it will be set to uppercase. I'm using the same variable here. I run it, and here is my uppercase H. Now let's look at generating a random number. I have set a variable. I am using the empty_rand function, and I am setting a minimum and maximum range. I want 4 digits, so I'll start at 1000 and I'll go up to 999. I have my echo statements here, and when I run it, there is my H, there is my random number. If I were to run it again and keep on running it, I will consistently get a different random number. Supposing I wanted to combine my substring, which returned the uppercase letter H, and my random number to generate a unique ID. Here is my substring variable. I can concatenate that with my random number. If I echo my ID, here you see I have generated a unique ID using PHP. Okay, let's take a look at HTML special characters. I have this commented out for right now. Take a look at what's actually happening. Here's my str, and this is what I'm displaying. Notice I have some HTML inside here. And when I echo this, what do I see? I see something that's bold, because the angle brackets, the greater than and less than, were interpreted by the browser and rendered as HTML code. If I were to put this statement inside a paragraph and run it, it would do the same thing. It would interpret these HTML characters. If I were to manually replace those greater than and less than signs with the HTML character entity and run it, you would actually see the entities on the page. So the entities are displayed as characters rather than interpreted and run as code. So this is what it does. It prevents malicious code from being run when the document is sent to the server. So now I have uncommented the line of code with the HTML special chars function, and now I'm going to run, and notice it looks the same as what's underneath it. And if we could look at the source code, we would actually see these special characters. But because I'm using the W3 Schools online Try It editor, I really don't have access to the source code.